What's up guys? I'm back today with my summer must-have beauty products. These are all products that I use actually throughout the entire year, but they're kind of like my must-haves for the summer. Like if I don't have them, I'm immediately running out to the store to pick up more because I need them in the summer. They're items that are super important to me, but are also great the entire year round. So the first one I would say that of course is like a must-have is going to be a good setting powder in the summer. I have like a combination like style skin, but especially in the summer, depending on what kind of foundation that I'm using, I definitely need to use a good setting powder. I'm always out at the pool, I'm always at the beach, I'm always either being active or doing something, and for me, I definitely get kind of blotchy or will kind of, definitely it will start to wear off throughout the day. Stay Matte from Rimmel is one of my favorite powders. It is a try and true. It has always been there for me. I feel like this is just such a great pressed powder. It's super affordable. It's drugstore. I want to say it's something like $3.99, so it's super affordable. They have a couple different shades. I normally always just get the one in transparent because I feel like it does such a great job at just kind of like not leaving any kind of color on my face. But I can always count on this. I feel like if I set my foundation with this, it always does the job really well, and it holds my foundation down all day long. I can wear this on like an 8-hour shift at work. Just, it does good things for me. The next item I'm going to talk about is a foundation. Like I said, it goes along with the setting powder. The foundations that I use definitely change a lot for the summer. For me, I definitely like to have more of a matte kind of foundation in the summer. I mean, if I'm going out like for a night kind of thing and I want really dewy skin, then of course I'm going to do like that kind of look. But on a day-to-day basis, like I said, especially when I'm out at the pool or I'm going for runs, or you know, I tend to, if I am doing something active and I've already put my makeup on for the day, I want something that's going to stay, and I don't want it to start like sweating off and getting blotchy, because that for me personally, that just happens to me a lot over the summer. The L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte is a great one. I found out of all of my foundations, I would say, other than maybe my my Double Wear, but other than that, this is the most like stick to your face. It is not going to budge. Even if you don't set this with a powder, this does a really good job of just staying on your face. And I've like done a lot of different activities with this on my face, and it just does not budge, which is awesome for the summer. It does have definitely like a full coverage, and it's more of a matte finish, which is obviously it's a pro matte foundation, but I'd highly recommend this product. It's also drugstore. I think it's a little higher on the drugstore price. I want to say it's like $12.99 or something, but it's worth it to me, and I definitely think this is a good thing for the summer to have. Next product I'm going to be doing or talking about is going to be a good bronzer. I definitely think that having like a really good bronzer for the summer, I mean obviously you want the bronze skin, you want it to look good. I have a couple that I really like, but I'm trying to keep this the most affordable, to be honest, as possible. So this one is going to be the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder. Once again, try and true product. I just feel like it's such a affordable product, and I think there's two, I want to say they have two shades in this, but this one is in Sunny, and this is my favorite color out of the two I believe there are. I just feel like it's a really good mix between warm and cool. You can contour with this, or you can just use this to warm up the whole skin. I feel like it does either. You want it like it's a multifunctioning. It has multiple functions on your face. So yeah, I really recommend this. It's buttery, it buffs out. And once again, it's NYC, and I want to say it's like $1.99. It's super affordable, and it's great. I mean, it's a huge pan. So not too much to say about that, other than I think it's a really great product for the summer. Next is going to be a good highlight. For me, especially like winter, it's a little bit more like, you know, I don't care about being as matte. Summer, I love having a pop of highlight. I feel like, especially when I have a good tan, when I have like a tan face, I feel like it makes it look so much more pretty when you have like just like a golden highlight, especially more than any other color. I really like the white pinky tones in the winter, but I love golden highlights in the summer. And two of my favorites, the first is going to be, this is not super old yet. I want to say it's still in like the 6-month-ish, like newish. It's Wet n Wild. I think this was out with the Fergie collection, but I think they changed the name because I went to go pick up, I used one and it cracked, which was my only complaint with this so far. Is my first one that I had of this, it cracked. And the second one is this one that I went to go buy. When I went out to go get it, they had changed the name, because the first one I got, it was like Sunset Boulevard or something like that, and now they're calling it To Reflect. shimmer palette. So I guess they changed the name on this, but I think it might be maybe because they made it permanent and it was originally in the Fergie collection. But I love, love, love the appearance of this on the skin. It has kind of like some darker hues and some pinky hues, but it's mainly like a very golden, like cool tone shimmer. And I just think it's a great, great deal. Once again, it's Wet n Wild, so it's only going to be, I think this was only $3.99, I'm almost positive, where I bought it in CVS. And I just feel like it's such a good deal. It's a huge amount of product that you get, and I just feel like it doesn't look literally, I feel like it doesn't look glittery on the skin at all. I feel like it's such a beautiful just shimmer, and especially for being Wet n Wild, it's like such a good deal. And I always love to support Wet n Wild. It's one of my favorite drugstore brands, and I think this is such a hit product. And the next one that I have is going to be Physicians Formula. I really love Physicians Formula. It's also one of my other favorite brands. This is the Physicians Formula. I want to say this is the shimmer. It's not the shimmer brick, it's the shimmer strips. I'm almost positive. Because there's the shimmer brick and then there's the strips. And I want to say that this is the strips. There's a couple different ones like this. There's one that's like more tan, and I think this is the more pinky one, like lighter toned. But I love these. This is, again, it's a multi-functioning product because I actually use this on my eyes a lot. It has a very good array, like these bottom ones, if you're trying to get like a darker, kind of more dramatic eyeshadow, or even these light ones I use to highlight the inner corners and things like that. It's a really, really creamy consistency. This is not chalky at all. It's almost super buttery. I could almost compare this to like ColourPop when you like, you know what I'm talking about, like when you swatch into ColourPop and it has that creamy feeling. I feel like it's very comparable to this. They're both just very, very, very creamy, and I really, really love this. I feel like it's so beautiful in the cheekbones, and especially my favorite part about this is that there's so many options that you get to pick as to like which one. Like, so some days I'm feeling a little bit more white, I'll just use the white. Some days I'm feeling a little bit more in like the kind of like warmer, like tanner kind of golden shades, and then that way you can mix them all together, or you can use them separately. Once again, I feel like this is a really good deal. It's once again, I think it's a little bit more, Physicians Formula is always a little bit more on the pricey side when it comes to drugstore, because it's like in the like, you know, 10 and over range a lot of times, but this one for me is super worth it. I actually go for this a lot more over more expensive highlights that I have, so this one is a must-have for me in the summers. Next I'm going to talk about is going to be a nude lip, because for me, obviously I love wearing like the bright corals and the reds, but a lot of times in summer, like I said, I'm a very active person in summer. I'm always at the pool, or I'm, you know, going for hikes and things like that, and I want to put on a nude lip. One of those like you can barely, you know, barely there tell if it's there kind of look. And these are going to look very worn because I use them on a daily basis almost. This is going to be the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, and it is in the shade London. This is like my second or third tube of this, but they last forever. I think this tube I've had almost like 9 months or something, and I use it almost every single day, and I'm just finally running out of this one. I just feel like it's such a beautiful, beautiful shade of like a cool but still nude lip. It doesn't make you look dead, it's not too ashy looking, but it is still more of the, I like the cool tones more than a pinky tone, so this is the perfect shade for me. And then this is just the, look at how pathetic this is. This is just the this NYX lip liner, and it's in natural. And I just feel like these two together, when you talk about being able to like overline your lips a little bit, like sometimes if I'm going really natural for the day, I like to be able to kind of just overline just a tiny, tiny tad bit, just to kind of like dress up the look a little bit. And I feel like you can do this so well with these two because they complement each other very well, and they're very, very similar to colors. I just feel like these are my absolutely perfect nude lip. I feel like I could not live without either one of these. I grab them on almost a daily basis, and especially for the summertime, I just feel like I put this on, and because it's a soft matte lip cream, it doesn't dry out my lips at all, but it also stays for days. Like, I wear this on doubles all the time when I work, and people are always coming up to me at the end of the day, and they're like, your lips has just stayed all day long, like you've eaten and you've still done stuff, and it's like, they don't look dry, they're not cracking, and it's because it's not a liquid lipstick, it's a NYX soft matte lip cream, so it's hydrating, but it also stays all day, and I really, really love these two together. Alright, next I'm going to talk about a nail polish. I feel like this is so underhyped. Maybe people talk about this a lot and I'm just not paying attention, but I haven't heard of people talking about Sinful Colors nail polish a lot. This is a CVS brand. Is it CVS or Walgreens? I think it's it's Walgreens. Yeah. Or maybe it's not a brand. I don't know. I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about now. I only see this in either CVS or Walgreens, but maybe they sell them in both. I think it's Walgreens. I bought this one at Walgreens. But the Sinful Colors, it's the cheapest nail polish that I've ever seen at a drugstore. I want to say this was $1.99, and that's typically the price for it. I've never seen it more than that. I love these nail polishes. I feel like they're really great quality. I mean, I could have a little complaint about like they probably chip a little bit quicker than some of the more expensive ones out there, but for the most part, they're not tacky. They dry quickly, and I think they have an amazing color range. And for $1.99, I mean, like this, I just bought this the other day. I love this color. I think it's such a perfect summer color. I love these like bright shades for the summer, and especially, I mean, nail polish is one of those things. It's very hit or miss for me whether I have it on or not. But in the summer, I try to do it more. I know I don't have it on right now, but I try and do it more in the summers, especially if I'm going on vacation, like pedicures, things like that. I think it's nice and it makes you look very put together in the summer when you're maybe not doing up other areas of your body as much. So this is definitely a must-have for me. Next thing I'm going to talk about is a little bit on the weird side, but for me, like I said, especially in the summer when I'm a little bit more on the oily side or like sweaty side, toner is very important to me. I just think it clears my skin up if I'm having little breakouts. It's like at the end of the day when I feel very sweaty or a little bit more on the dirty side, I feel like when I wash my face, it just gets everything out of there. I feel like it gets my pores really well. But I don't like using chemical toners for some reason. Like I don't mind using like more chemical products on my face, but the toners for some reason, I feel like they just strip my face a lot and it feels very harsh. So with this is just original witch hazel. There's nothing else added to this. It's Dickinson's. I think this is such a great product because it's all natural. It's just witch hazel. It's all it is. You don't have to worry about it taking too much of your face off. I just feel like I use this. It gives such a nice, cooling, refreshing feel to my face. I just feel like I can't say enough good things about this product. I just feel like it does the job right. I feel like it cools my face off. It makes me feel clean at the end of the day when I take all my makeup off. It gets those last little things. It gets in my pores, and it's natural. So you don't have to worry about it stripping all your, you know, good oils and all that kind of stuff off. It just is a really great product, and I love this a lot. And lastly is one that I feel like I used to hear about all the time, and I feel like I just don't hear people talking about it as much anymore. It's the St. Moritz self-tanning, and I get mine in dark. They do have I think it's a medium, and then it's dark, and it's a mousse. And I use this with a mitt. So I used to order this online because I think they sell it in the UK for really cheap. It's like $5.99 or something like that. And then I started seeing it in my Ulta for only $10.99. So with shipping and all that, it equals out to pretty much equal. And I don't know, I just really love this. I have tried the Loving Tan. I think it probably lasts maybe like 2 to 3 days longer for me. But at the same time, it's like $49? It's either like $39 or $49. And I was using up a bottle in like less than a month. So I would have to be paying that like $50 every single month, which to me, it's just not worth it. I'd rather spend that on other things like makeup and beauty products and stuff like that. So this probably lasts a couple days shorter, and I would say it has a little bit more of like an olive like green tone to it compared to the Loving Tan, but I just think this is worth it. I just think for the price point, it's like less than half of the Loving Tan. I'm comparing it to Loving Tan because I feel like it's the one that everyone uses and loves. It's like half the price. And, you know, I just feel like I can more readily go out and buy this if I want to use it more often. I'm not trying to like save it because of the money. I don't know. It's just for some reason I don't like spending a ton of money on my self-tanners. This doesn't go on weird. It doesn't go on patchy. It doesn't fade off weird. Like if this starts to fade at all, I can scrub it immediately off and put this on like the exact same day, and it'll look fine. Like some self-tanners I've had to wait a couple days in between because it'll get flaky and weird. Like this doesn't do that at all. I just think it's a really great product. I do use this with a mitt to be like extra foolproof. But yeah, I don't know. I just think for the price, I think $10.99, I think it's such a great product. I feel like more people should be talking about this almost because I love this. And I've used a lot of self-tanners. I've been self-tanning for like 6 or 7 years. And I think this is one of my favorites. I mean, it could be better, like I said, but for $10.99, I think you can't beat it. And I think it's definitely worth a try. Like you're not going to regret spending $10.99 on this product at all. So those are all the products I have for you guys. I hope you gained a few tips. I mean, these are products that I love, like I said, all year long. They're favorites, but especially in the summer when you're outside doing, you know, a lot of activities and you're, you know, have a little sun on your skin. And I don't know, I just feel like they're really good products, especially for the summer, even more so. So yeah, I hope you guys picked up some neat tips and tricks. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in my next video.